You can hope all you want that Latinos for Trump are going to fuck around and find out now that the Supreme Court has ruled that ICE can racially profile people on the street if they look like illegal aliens.
Do you have your passport?
Somewhere.
Can I see your passport, please? Do you have your visa?
I don't need a visa, sir. I am a U.S. citizen.
When did you become a U.S. citizen?
When? 2006.
Okay. Well, do you have your passport?
In a safe, but I don't have.
This is going to happen more and more. The Supreme Court cleared the way for federal agents to racially profile immigrants based on their color of skin, accent, and their race. And this is going to impact U.S. citizens like this woman who looks Hispanic. Previous federal courts said federal agents cannot use race, where people work, what they look like, to detain them. The Supreme Court says no, it's making their job more complicated and will allow it. As a result, you're going to see more people being detained, including U.S. citizens. This is going to harm families and small businesses. The fight is not over. We'll see more appeals on this, but this is a sad day for immigration and for immigrants. Follow me for updates just like this one.
All of my life, 50 years I've been here, I've never been harassed by Border Patrol on this side of the border like this. This is outrageous.
Why are we not allowed to be here? Because we're not white? Our skin doesn't match?
That's George Doylis. He and his wife are from Imperial Valley, and they love to camp. So when they were headed up to a dental specialist in North County on Wednesday, they decided to explore Jacumba and this area around Boulevard. They headed up this road to see if they could find a campsite, and that's when they say their day took a very different turn.
I'm disgusted that I have to deal with this on graduation and see one of my greatest friends be taken away for no reason.
An 18-year-old Milford High School student was detained by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement officials. He's a junior at Milford High School. The boys' volleyball coach tells me he got a text before 8:30 Saturday morning from a student who was there when ICE took him away. They were driving to practice together when they got pulled over. ICE agents told the two other students in the car that they were let go because they were minors, according to the coach.
I was sitting there thinking, this can't be happening. It's one thing to see things happening in the world, and then it's another thing to have them directly impact the people that you work with and care for on a daily basis.
The police chief confirmed he's aware that the teenager was detained and it's something he's looking into, but the department was not involved.
Honestly, I'm feeling fed up. I'm kind of really upset that this happened to somebody that is so well loved by our community, somebody that would never do anything of the wrong. He's honestly an amazing person.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, Latino for Trump in shock after voting to get deported and racially profiled. In this video, we are going to see how majority of Latinos, they are really crying because of how ICE it is raiding in their homes. We are now seeing how Latinos, they are being deported. Majority of their families members, they are getting deported. Majority of their friends, they are getting deported. And right now, they are regretting for voting for this administration. We saw how majority of them, they came out and support Donald Trump, knowing that they will secure a place in America, or they won't be touched with the Donald Trump policy. But right now things have changed and they are really crying. Majority of them, they are regretting for voting for this administration. So kindly guys, I want you to watch this compilation video till the end, then I'll be back with more comment. I'm your host Dash Lifestyle. Remember, this video, it is only for education purpose. Kindly give a video a thumbs up.
A police car behind me put the lights on, so I stepped on the side, right, to let him pass through, but it didn't happen. So he just parked in front of my car, the other one parked behind me, and they just got out of the car with the guns in the hands and say, turn off the car, give me the keys, open the window. And at this point, they didn't ask me for any ID. I was telling the officer if I can give him the ID, but he said that just keep my hands up, not moving. After that, he told me to get out of the car, and then he put the handcuffs on me. And then he went to me and said, how did I get into this country? And if I was waiting for court or if I have any case. And he looked at his other partner like, you know, smiling, like saying, can you believe this guy? At this point, I was with handcuffs sitting on the sidewalk. And then he took my ID and saw that it was a real ID. The other guy said, take the handcuffs off, take the handcuffs off. I was Trump supporter. I voted for Trump last elections, but because I thought it was going to be the things, you know, like be pointless, like just go against criminals, not every illegal Hispanic looking like that they will assume we are illegals. That's what they're doing now. They're just following Hispanic people looking like, because they didn't ask me for anything.
Do you have your passport?
Somewhere.
Can I see your passport, please? Do you have your visa?
I don't need a visa, sir. I am a U.S. citizen.
When did you become a U.S. citizen?
When? 2006.
Okay. Well, do you have your passport?
In a safe, but I don't have.
This is going to happen more and more. The Supreme Court cleared the way for federal agents to racially profile immigrants based on their color of skin, accent, and their race. And this is going to impact US citizens like this woman who looks Hispanic. Previous federal courts said federal agents cannot use race, where people work, what they look like to detain them. The Supreme Court says no, it's making their job more complicated and will allow it. As a result, you're going to see more people being detained, including US citizens. This is going to harm families and small businesses. The fight is not over. We'll see more appeals on this, but this is a sad day for immigration and for immigrants.
You can hope all you want that Latinos for Trump are going to fuck around and find out now that the Supreme Court has ruled that ICE can racially profile people on the street if they look like illegal aliens. But it doesn't matter, because Latinos for Trump have been pretending like they are white, assimilating into white culture so long that they think they look white and they don't think they're going to be racially profiled. They don't think they stick out to ICE. They have whitewash goggles so badly that they think to a gang of ICE agents that they look like a white person.
I just saw a video of Kamala Harris speaking, and she looks drunk, she looks incoherent, and holy freaking crap, we dodged a bullet. I mean, Donald Trump literally dodged a bullet for democracy. We know what's best for us. Glad we all participated in bringing a true leader back into the White House. God bless America, guys.
A few moments later.
I'm sorry to my community for voting the way I did. Now I can empathize and sympathize with the black community. Now that it's here with us too, it's like crap. I honestly, legitimately didn't think it was real. But it's real as hell. And it's obviously minority groups that are targeted and persecuted.
I didn't fucking vote for this. Number one, imagine that they give you a freshly squeezed lemonade, and then you drink it and you enjoy it. Whatever.
And now, with your brown ego bruised and your crumbled white fantasy, you come crawling back with your watered down lemonade analogy. Here's another example that internalized racism is costly. He's only leaving MAGA now because he's just figured out that no matter how hard he betrays his own people, no matter how far he's shoved his tongue up white supremacy's ass, they still rejected him.
So the leader the leader of Latinos for Trump, Cuban edition. Hector Luis Valdez Cocho. Yeah, he's been detained by ICE. I will vote for Donald Trump. The wildest part about this is Donald Trump was very clear that he's going after criminals, even though we all know that that's a lie. We knew it was a lie when he said it. Did he think that didn't mean him? May this level of delusion that made y'all trust and believe in this man, and trust and believe that your proximity made you one of them, never find me.
That's a nice family right here.
Hey, one, two.
That's a great family.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Where are you guys from?
Colombia.
Colombia? And you stand with Trump. What do you say to someone that says Trump doesn't like Latinos?
Trump is family. Yes, yes.
De familia.
Trump is not familia.
Yeah, it's protection for USA. Okay?
Yeah. Well said. God bless you.
We don't want communism here.
So the U.S. Supreme Court today overturned Judge Frimpong's injunction from June 11th, saying that in L.A., the ICE agents needed to follow well-established law by the Fourth Amendment. They needed something more than just a person's race or how they look. And today, Trump's U.S. Supreme Court ruled that their ethnicity, the language they speak, the type of jobs that Latinos have, gardening, construction, can all be used as reasonable suspicion. Law professors are throwing out their curriculums because All established law is out the window. Latinos, regardless of citizenship status or immigration status, now have diminished right under the Constitution. This is Trump's Supreme Court. And it seems now as though the law will change with whatever Trump requests. So we'll see where this leads us.
I'm sorry to my community for voting the way I did. I acknowledged the mistake earlier, but it's different. When you acknowledge something, it's kind of like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. When you say I'm sorry, it's more like, yeah, I fucked up. And I think I fucked up. Obviously, my one vote didn't make the difference. But it contributed. And I don't even know why I was like so bent out on the price of eggs, price of gas and shit. I have a fucking Tesla. I'm blessed enough to not know how much milk or eggs or none of that bullshit cost. I have a fucking Tesla. I'm blessed enough to not know how much milk or eggs or none of that bullshit cost. Just go and buy it. My dumbass was joining the propaganda. Oh, look at all these people. They can't afford homes. Blah, blah, blah. I can go buy another fucking house. I fucked up royally. And so now, yes, at least I'm marching. I'm doing some research, spreading the word. But I truly wish that I was on the right side of history from the get-go.
I think the key word here is illegal, right? We're Americans. Latinos are Americans. We're not illegal. We voted for who we think would represent our best interests. That would be Donald Trump. Latinos don't identify with Kamala Harris. You know, she's out there pandering and this and that. We're not with that. We're way past that. It just, you know, Donald Trump, he's a billionaire businessman, yet he's out there speaking like just a common folk. You know, one of the biggest reasons was obviously economical reasons. We voted because of our pockets.
I really feel like that we voted for President Trump because he really does stand for certain culture identities of outside of like just the color of our race, but also our morals, our values. And I really feel like that President Trump was the best selection for us to vote for, and that's why we actually voted for him.
Quick question for anyone who voted for Donald Trump. What are you going to tell your child when they come home from school crying because their best friend was just taken out of their classroom by an immigration agent?
I homeschool, so it's a non-issue. But if it's a mix-up and the child is completely legal in this country, then I would let my child know that will be cleared up. And if they are not, and they will actually be deported, then I would have to tell them that sometimes if we break the law, there are consequences to those actions. And so we have to make sure that we always follow the laws of the country, the state, the city in which we live, because unfortunately there are consequences to breaking the law. And if their mom and dad broke the law, that's going to affect their lives as well. So we have to make sure that we know the laws and we follow the laws. And I think it would be an excellent teaching moment because one day my child, maybe when they're older, they might have someone in their classroom that is actually breaking the law, and just in the same way as they would if they stole something from a store and they would get arrested, it is the same thing because it is the law of the land.
This story is absolutely insane and it's not getting nearly enough attention. ICE tricked this newlywed couple into showing up for what they thought was their final approval for a green card, only to arrest this guy's wife and send her 1,600 miles away to a prison, then not even allow the husband to go visit her.
The USCIS representative looked us right in the eyes and said everything was looking good. We let her out of our sight. She never came back. We were lied to. We were tricked in order to have her separated from the attorney that we brought with us, specifically for any kind of worst case scenario like this.
That's not immigration enforcement. What he's describing is pure entrapment. That level of cruelty is staggering. They told this couple that everything looked good, everything was okay, only to trick them into separating the wife from their attorney so they could arrest her and send her away. Then they shipped her 1,600 miles away across the country, telling the husband that even if you wanted to go visit her, you're not allowed to. ICE claims the reason they did all this is because she missed a hearing in 2019, but the woman says she was never informed about that. And whether that's true or not, the question still remains, why would they treat her like she's a criminal when all of her paperwork was in order? Why would they use deception to entrap her, and why would they deliberately separate her from her attorney? It's because they knew what they were doing was wrong. The Republicans love to talk about being the party of law and order, but where's the law when you're deliberately tricking somebody and showing up for an appointment under false pretenses just to detain them? And where's the order when you're scattering families thousands of miles apart for no reason?
This is what it's come to. A U.S. citizen is being held in a detention center by ICE. Not a resident, not a green card holder, not even someone who had applied for citizenship and gotten it, like as a grown-up, which would be valid if he had. No, he was born here in the state of Georgia, and he was traveling to Tallahassee, and there's a law in the books, which is being challenged, by the way, in Florida, that says it's illegal for an undocumented person to enter the state. The car he was in was pulled over. He wasn't driving. He was the passenger. He was suspected of no crime other than being an undocumented person entering the state, and he was arrested for that. And then he had a court date where his mother showed up with his birth certificate, handed it to the judge. The judge confirmed this is an authentic birth certificate. This person is a U.S. citizen by birth, and my hands are tied. There's nothing I can do because he's on a federal ICE hold. His crime was being brown and having a Latino name. That's what he was guilty of. And he is still incarcerated right now as a U.S. fucking citizen. Hey, Miami Cubans that are all pro-Trump, this can be you. It happens this easy. People who aren't getting due process are being shipped to a prison in El Salvador. And now people who are U.S. citizens and are proving I'm a U.S. citizen are still being incarcerated. You need to be worried.
All of my life, 50 years I've been here, I've never been harassed by Border Patrol on this side of the border like this. This is outrageous.
Why are we not allowed to be here? Because we're not white? Our skin doesn't match?
That's George Doylis. He and his wife are from Imperial Valley, and they love to camp. So when they were headed up to a dental specialist in North County on Wednesday, they decided to explore Jacumba and this area around Boulevard. They headed up this road to see if they could find a campsite, and that's when they say their day took a very different turn.
We didn't think anything of it. We're an American citizens. We're on U.S. soil. Why should we be afraid?
George and his wife Esmeralda say an unmarked SUV started following them and pulled them over. They say Border Patrol agents first approached wearing masks.
So the reason why we're stopping you is because you did U-turns and there's a known alien out in the area.
He told the agents where they were going and that they did not consent to any search.
If you have a dentist appointment, it probably wasn't the best decision to be out in the middle of nowhere.
No, we have the right to travel anywhere we want to travel.
You do. You're absolutely right, you do. And I actually have the right and authority to stop you.
The couple sat in their car as the agents brought a canine.
It's called reasonable suspicion.
Do you think that they had reasonable suspicion to stop you and search your vehicle?
Not at all. Not at all.
The dog did smell a small amount of legally purchased cannabis, so they got out for a full search. 30 minutes in, the agent says he could take their vehicle, but...
I'm going to go ahead and let you off with a warning.
George and Esmeralda both voted for the first time in 2020 and again in 2024 for President Donald Trump. As they see his immigration crackdown, do you regret your vote?
Yes, I do. Very much so. I feel shame, guilt, and anger at the same time.
How does the Latino vote differ so much from the black vote? Because we got our own white people. Oh. And people don't understand that we have and the assimilation possibility for Latinx, Latin-A, Latin people is higher. People can come from other parts of Latin America, marry white as like they're told to do, assimilate and assume a white identity that black people cannot escape from. So they will continue to vote in that way because to them that's upward mobility. And unfortunately for us, success means being patted on the back. Not all of us, because y'all gonna go crazy on Twitter. I ain't got a Twitter, so it's okay. But they get the pat on the back from white people, and they feel like that's what being American is. Damn. And that colorism is real in our community.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how Latinos in America, they are really regretting for voting for this administration. And also we have seen how ICE it is raiding in their homes, how ICE it is really deporting their families member, how their friends that are being deported in America. So this is now a rude awakening to them, because majority of Latinos, they ignore warning from black people. Majority of them, they went ahead and vote for Donald Trump, knowing that Donald Trump policy, it won't affect them, or they will be safe in America. So they vote so that they can be safe in America. And also they saw their colors, they saw their skin color, it is more brown, and also they knew that white Americans, they will also accept them. They will not be touched with the policy that Donald Trump is coming in with. But these people, this shows you that these people also, they supported MAGA so that they can punish black people because they are more brown than black people. So these people also, they voted for racism. But right now we are seeing also they are not safe in America. We are seeing how ICE it is raiding their homes, how ICE it is going after their names. When you have a Latino names, ICE it is always coming in your door trying to get more information about you. Are you a real American citizen, or are you illegal immigrant? So ICE it is really raiding in their homes, and also that it is because of the Supreme Court also allows ICE to go and raid in their home so that they can deport those illegal immigrants. So this, it has really made majority of Latinos to become angry, and also they feel like MAGA betrays them, because this time when they are going through this challenge and problem, we are now seeing MAGAs, they are keeping quiet. MAGAs, they have stayed silent. There is nobody, the MAGA people, they are not coming out and try to help the Latinos. No, the MAGA, they have stayed silent, and these people, they have come out and also starting to ask help from black people. But black people, they are asking them, when we wanted you to join us to vote for Kamala Harris, these people, they didn't want. They ignored warning from black people. They didn't want to come and join black people. But right now, you can see the MAGA people, they have refused to help the Latinos. Right now, the Latinos, they are now asking help from black people. You can imagine, they want black people to come and unite with them. They want unity with the black people. So this is to tell you that these people right now, they are really having a rude awakening. But I love how the black people, they are responding to them. Black people, they are telling them that no, we cannot just come out and help you right now because you need our help. Because when we black people, we warn you not to join MAGA, you didn't listen. When black people, they came and told you that you should come and join black people and support Kamala Harris, you didn't want. Why are you right now want the help from black people? And also, we have been seeing black people going through a lot in America. We have been seeing black people struggling. We have been seeing black people are going through a lot of challenges and struggle for over 400 years. But the Latinos people, they have never come out and help and join black people and complain with black people and protest with the black people. No, they have never come out and join black people. But when they are having problem, you can see they want help from black people. But when black people, they are having problem, they cannot just come out and help black people. So I am so happy to see black people, they have just stayed silent and they are doing nothing. So let me just read some of the comment and see what people they have come out and say in the comment section. So this one saying that as a Democrat, I defended the Latinos when they didn't even defend themselves. No mass. Yeah, exactly. So this one saying that why are they upset? They vote for mass deportation and now some of their spouse, family members and friends are becoming part of the statistic that they voted for. Exactly. I've already told you that these people, why are they upset right now? And these people that are the one who voted for mass deportation, they're the ones who voted for their spouse to be deported. They voted for their family members to be deported. They voted for their friends to be deported. And right now they are becoming upset because of voting for racism. No, these people, they should not be upset. They should now bear with it. They thought that this policy will not affect them, but this policy, it is cutting across. This policy, it is affecting everyone. This one saying that that catchy tune, I will vote for Donald Trump never gets old. This one saying that the level of stupidity in this country is mind-boggling. This one saying that if you break the law, there are consequences, said the woman who voted for a convicted criminal and a rapist. So this one is saying that I spoke to Jesus. Jesus gave me a message. MAGA are no longer allowed to call themselves Christian. So this one is saying that I spoke to Jesus and Jesus gave me a message. MAGA are no longer allowed to call themselves Christian. So this one is saying that liberals, people who value rights and freedom for everyone. This one saying that I hope they all enjoy their vote. Exactly. I hope they will enjoy their votes. This one saying that do I care that those who vote for Trump are being deported? No. Exactly. Right now, black people, they don't care for if those people who voted for Trump are being deported. Black people, they don't have sympathy, and also black people, they don't care. And also these people, first of all, these people, they are mad also and upset because they are seeing black Americans, they are not being deported. And they're the ones who voted so that black Americans can be deported, so that they can take the place of black Americans. But it has turned out that black Americans, they are not deported. And because of that, these people, it means that these people, they don't know the history of black people. They don't know who are the real indigenous people in America. They don't know. Also, the white Americans, they are the foreigners in America. They are not they stole the land. Those white Americans who they are deporting these people, they also the America, it is not their home, it is not their land. These people, they stole it. So this one is saying that it takes a special kind of idiot to worship a politician. This one is saying that 55% of Latinos man voted for it. Exactly. This one saying that amazing how people who most likely have experienced racism in their life before don't know how racism works. This one saying that Latinos and Latina voting for Trump is the same as Turkey voting for Thanksgiving. This one is saying that 47-year-old Marine Corps veteran here. I am absolutely blood boiling, disgusted, embarrassed, and pissed off at what's happening, allowed to happen. It literally caused me to tremble and shake. This one saying that Trump doesn't have any morals or values at all. Trump deliberately sins every day. He is habitual liar who lied 35k times over both terms. Exactly. So I don't understand how these people, they came out and also vote for Trump for a second time, despite we saw what he did in his first term. We saw what Donald Trump he did, how the economy it was when he was in office the first time. But these people, they didn't listen. These people, they didn't see what Donald Trump is capable of doing if given another chance. But these people coming last year 2024, these people, they went ahead and bring back Donald Trump in office, and this time around, these people, they are now realizing that they did a mistake. They shouldn't vote for racism. So this one saying that I hope they all have the time they voted for. This one is saying that President Biden was the best thing to happen to the Latino community, but they never saw it that way. Instead, they criticize him and turn their back on him, giving their full support for the worst thing to happen to them. I can't figure it out, can you? This one saying that they thought their skin color wasn't dark enough for the Trumplicant to notice. This one saying that Trump's lies were not particularly sophisticated. He just knew who to tell them to. This one saying that I will vote for Donald Trump. How that work out for you all. Exactly. These people, they came out and also they wrote a song for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. So right now they're being deported. So kindly guys, you can share your thoughts on the comment section. I'll be reading it in my next video. Thank you so much guys. Subscribe if you haven't. See you in my next one. Bye bye guys.